Come back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are going to have very interesting discussion. Please remember to watch the video from the beginning up the end. And please, put a notification bell so that you don't miss out on the things that are really coming directly from this platform. I can assure you the pressure that we are putting is working. It is working. This boy called Mayan thought these things are just, people are trying to make, people are going to look at him continuously spoiling young girls in this community and people will not react. I think he's starting to get the medicine, the proper medicine. And I will make it very clear. Until I get the right information, I'm not going to stop putting this information out until I get the right information. He has made a video trying to clear his name, but we want proof. Yes, we want proof. So please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Now, let's start this video very strongly. There has been an accusation that has been labeled against Mayan. And this accusation is very serious. Very serious. The accusation that has been tabled against him is that Mayan is keeping a young girl of between 12 to 14 years at his home, which the law of Kenya is against. If this allegation is true, I would really want to pass a very strong message to Mayan that take that girl back to their home. Otherwise, you may not like it. Yesterday, I saw Ines made a video and a live stream, and he was making it very clear that he has proof and he has evidence that actually it is true that this Mayan is having a young girl at home as his wife. And there is one of the subscriber, they shared the subscriber, who actually contacted Mogesi, and Mogesi said that it is actually true that this Mayan is staying with a young girl. And the reason why Mogesi did not make a video or did not talk about this, that he left reaction. He left reaction. And we said, okay, you left reaction, and you are entertaining these kind of things happening in the village. These are the things that we are not going to allow. These are the things that we are not going to agree with. And we made it very clear. Now, we started putting the fire. The fire, we light the fire. And it's now catching attention. And I've started seeing that the fire is starting to burn. It is starting to burn. And I want to make it very clear that it is going to keep on burning until we see the fruit of the work we are putting outside. We are not going to sit seeing this young man who at some point has been arrested and put in police custody because of the same issues. It means he does not learn. We want to see action being taken, being taken against this young man who is trying to play around with young children. We are not going to, we are not going to entertain this madness. It should stop. So, this so-called, sometimes we take things like jokes, but it becomes serious. Mr. Kukuman yesterday made a live stream, and he was making clarifications. He was making serious clarification And even in the video he made, he was making clarification that actually he visited that home. You know, he visited that home of Mayan, and actually Mayan are also confirmed that actually he was told that somebody visited their home putting on a cape, you know, with beards, big stomach. Actually, the person who was describing is Mr. Kukuman, you know. Now, this boy called Mayan has also come with an allegation accusing Mr. Kukuman of wanting to date his sister. That Mr. Kukuman, the wife, have just delivered and is suffering from dry spell, and he wanted to finish up, you know, that with the sister, the cousin sister, to Mayan. Very again serious allegation. And I can assure you, Mr. Kukuman also need to be careful, because these people can also frame him. Remember, he was the one, him and his elder brother and his uncle were the ones who arrested Mayan and taken to prison, and he stayed there for 1 full year. So, Mayan is coming with a very, very serious allegation that actually Mr. Kukuman is trying to date his cousin sister so that he can complete his dry spell on the cousin sister. But the cousin sister is still refusing. But whenever Mr. Kukuman meets the cousin sister to Mayan, he is always trying to put her on pressure so that she can accept Mr. Kukuman. This is a serious allegation that this young man is trying to label against Mr. Kukuman. But you see, this also can be monkey tricks that Mayan is trying to throw against Mr. Kukuman, because actually he has realized that these issues are becoming very, very serious. Very, very serious on him. And he's trying to now come up with the stories to try to make Mr. Kukuman not to talk against him. He's really trying his best now. Because yesterday, this Mayan came out with a video and he was really very arrogant and calling that these things are smaller things. You know, smaller things. Calling the issue of impregnating a young girl that they are smaller, staying with a young girl, that they are smaller things. The girl is not yet pregnant. But according to Mr. Kukuman, that the girl is staying at Mayan's place. You know? You know, I can assure you, the pressure is mounting. It is becoming too big. And Mayan cannot be in position to swallow it now at the moment. But you see, however much Mayan is trying to play tricks here, Mr. Kukuman came out very, very strongly. And he said he has talked to the mother to that young girl on the phone, and he has evidence. He recorded it. Are you seeing? He recorded that phone call. And it's going to be very, very tricky for Mayan to really to come and clear his name, because the next step, Mr. Kukuman is going to play the evidence. Because Mayan is coming out and is rubbishing this, that these are cook stories that are really meant to tarnish his name. You know? And you see, the most tricky part about this story is that one of the subscribers also come out and clear the air that actually contacted Mogesi, and Mogesi confirmed that it is actually true that this Mayan is keeping a young girl at his home. Mayan has come out to play, to try to play this. We are going to reach that. Now, if you really want to see that these things are very, very serious, Mr. Kukuman had a live stream for like 1 hour talking only about this story. That whether these Mayan and the group want to call him what type of names, for him he is not going to sit seeing people playing around with young girls in the village. And I gave him credit for that. You know? And he said, no. Whether you want to call me what type of names, if you are sincere, call me and we come and make a video at your own home. And now Mayan have responded and saying, come and we make a video. The question is, has Mayan sent off the girl back to their home? Or is trying to play around? Those are the big questions. Because this man is claiming he has the evidence. And he was even threatening, if the worst comes to the worst, he's going to play. He has the recordings that he took from Mayan's home. And Mayan is coming out and saying, this was trespass. Trespass. You know, that Mr. Kukuman has trespassed in their home. Mayan, you are trying to cover up, but the truth is, we are on your neck. We are on your neck. You need to come clean. What you have said is not enough. We are still going to come for you until I can assure you this boy is not sleeping. He is not sleeping. When people are talking about you, issues of young girls, and you know deep inside your heart it is true, my friend, I don't think this young man, you know, at first he was taking us like fools, but he's coming to realize these are very, very serious issues. Very, very serious issues. And we are going to continue releasing these videos until you will make a video, a very clear videos. Because the video is coming out with is also trying to make this Mr. Kukuman look so bad in the name, in the front, in the face of the public. That is what he's trying to do. You know, for us, what we are interested in here, we want right clarification. I'm going to play for you a clip that will be coming. When this young man is trying to make it clear that actually these people, they're like enemies. Because Mr. Kukuman and the family arrested Mayan, and according to Mayan, he was saying that the lady that he was arrested, accused of, and he was arrested and taken to jail for 1 year, that lady actually had a child. And when Mayan came back from police custody, that very lady is now having 2 children, and she's married with a husband. That is according to Mayan. And he said, this man is just feeling so bad that he cannot believe seeing him progressing in life, that his life is not changing. And he also came out and said, actually, his life is changing. And he made a story how their life was hard, how he was taken to prison, how his mother left, and the stepmother was mistreating, you know, them in the family, and also the stepmother was bewitching their father to abandon them. And when people got to realize that actually this woman was the one doing wrong things to their father, Their elders gathered and chased away this woman from their home. You know, those are some of the stories that the background that this Mayan brought, trying to clear his name by bringing the stories how he suffered, you know, being without a mother and, you know, taken to police and the rest. That is not satisfying. He also came out and threw a word towards Mr. Kukuman, saying that Mr. Kukuman has a smaller a smaller chuchumba cannot satisfy his wife, and the child Mr. Kukuman is having is actually somebody's child, not for Mr. Kukuman. That is according to Mayan, you know. So he's trying to throw a lot of dirty words towards Mr. Kukuman. Those allegations of Mr. Kukuman's wife, you know, having a different child from Mr. Kukuman, from this Kukuman. This is not the first time. It is not the first time for this story to come out. Even Mr. Kukuman actually came out and made a video claiming that this so-called the lion, the friend to the lion, is in love with his wife. These are not stories. These are facts. Because Mr. Kukuman also came out and made it clear in the public that the friend of the lion, this called Masubu, is actually sleeping with his wife. You know? These are not cook stories. So last time when I made a video, and this Mr. Kukuman also came, this Kukuman came out, not Mr. Kukuman, came out and threw words on me. I just chilled that story because I didn't want him to have stomach ulcers. But now, the issue on the table is the issue of this young girl. That we are really want to seek for justice. If it is really true. Because these people, Mr. Kukuman is claiming that he has the evidence. We need this Mayani to face the law, if it is true. And that is why I'm going to continue emphasizing this. But if you fail to respond, you will not like it, Mayan. Take that girl back to their home and make a video apologizing. If it is true. If it is not true, you continue making noise. If Mr. Kukuman comes out with this evidence, put it in public, I can assure you, you will not like it. That one I want to make it very, very clear. If you wait for Mr. Kukuman to come out with the evidence, you are not going to like it. Because we are going to spread it like wildfire. We have given you chance, Mayan, to do the right thing. We have given you chance. And you have been taking us for granted. I can assure you, for us, we are not here to see mistakes, then we keep quiet. Like these so-called negative reactors. They have been keeping quiet, including the so-called the fishermen. Actually, they accomplish. They are in support of such things. Those are the things we shall stand against. We are not going to accept this kind of things to be happening in our communities. We are not going to accept boys who are going to playing around with young girls. We are not going to accept. We are not going to accept this madness. And these things should stop. You cannot be a YouTuber, a public figure, and you are doing wrong things, and you want us to just look at you. We are not going to entertain such type of things. You know? So I will want to make it very, very clear to this young man. Can you start doing the right thing? You have made a video trying to clear your name, but it's not enough. It is not enough. Yes, the truth is, it seems these negative reactors enjoy what is happening. You know, because they had to wait for us to come and make these videos. And I've started seeing one or two. What are these other ones doing? And the people who have been pretending that protecting the young girls in the community, they are keeping quiet now. And they're keeping quiet because this is their own. And I'm wondering what the fake leader is doing in the village. He is not hearing these stories. He's hearing and he's paying adamant here. You know? What type of a leader is that? And he comes out saying, you know, these negative reactors, they're just after waiting for... We are trying to set your village straight. And he's one of the most stupid leaders that me personally have ever seen. Entertaining madness in this village. Entertaining stupidity. Let me hope he's not one of the culprits. Because when you see individuals want to stay away from such things, just know he's one of the culprits. He's one of the culprits. You know? Because you cannot afford staying away from talking about... You see, this village leader, when these individuals, Mogese and the rest, they were talking about this Gitiriba and the rest, he came out making a video and he went that is finding out to prove what. So why is it that he's keeping quiet on this one? Why? But even he came out after us making a lot of noise, trying to make things right, trying to clear the air, because actually it was not true. So now what is happening here? Is it that he is in support of what is happening? This is not a leader. This is a person who just wants to feed his stomach. A person who wants to fill his stomach. A person who wants to see something good for his stomach, for his family. But is not focusing to the majority, the suffering that is happening in the village. However much people are poor, but the life of these young girls are very, very important. Very, very important. And we should not pay deaf ear towards saving the lives, the future of these young girls. And me, I will not keep quiet. I will stand for what is right, and these things need to be corrected. You know? So, it is really very, very unfortunate that this fake leader, instead of coming out and speak very, very strongly, condemning what is happening, is paying adamant. And is now focusing and is not trying to make other people's family look so bad. You know? And focusing on the construction of his side. But he's keeping quiet on actually what is happening in this village. It is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And but we are going to try our best to ensure that this young man is put into order. You cannot be arrested, and within less than 1 year, you are repeating the same things. But also, I want us to listen to the part of this boy's story, so that we take into consideration, we weigh what is really happening. Because it is also, we cannot also trust the words of Mr. Kukuman 100%. Because we know how he conducts himself. He's also not a clean person. You know? He's too fishy. He's slippery. So we cannot allow these things to continue happening. We need to speak out very, very strongly. And we need to make things clear. So as I've said, that we cannot trust also this Mr. Cookman 100%. We are in 50-50, but I have said that if this allegation is true, this young boy should be put into order. But I would really want to take this opportunity so that we first listen to his part of the story, and then when I come back, we shall continue with this video. And thank you so much, my good people, for always being here with me. And let's try our best to ensure that justice is served. Justice is served for this young girl whom it's alleged that this young man is really playing around with. So let's first of all listen to this clip, and then when I come back, we shall continue with this story.
For handshake to my cousin. She came and found my cousin. She's very beautiful lady, and they decided to try to make some handshake on her. Try to make some shenanigans on her. And once you remember very well, this kind of a person called Tumboman, once they just accused me that I have their daughter, and they just took me to the prison, and I just stayed there in prison for very many months. But because God never wear shorts, the judge cleared the result, and they said, "You young boy Mayani, you have no case. You are innocent." And I was giving a permission, and I was not having any case. I came to home, and this kind of the people, they wanted me to go in jail because they were accusing me on having their daughter. And the guys, you don't believe that their daughter is being married. That their daughter is being married. Their daughter have 2 kids. I have just come from prison last year, and how comes I accused the lady. The lady have 2 kids. She's married. He has a husband. Now this kind of the family, they see that they tried to lock me down. They see that the judge saw that I'm innocent, and just put me out because I was just innocent. Now this kind of the people, they have got a jealousy. They don't believe. They were thinking that they're gonna be jailing me to 30 years. But because of God, God is there. God is protecting his people. That's why he's never left his people. You know, now this kind of the family, they are just taking advantage. This kind of the stomach boy, we are just neighbors. And this kind of the boy just came thinking that I have just married because he never knew I have sisters. Now she came and found my cousin, that my sister that brought to home, so that she gonna be accompanying him. Haha. When she go back to school, she gonna be going back. She's my cousin. Are you ever not been visited with your cousin? Is it when your cousin visit you, it means you have married? I never married, my friend. I never married. Most of the people think I have married because they just saw a pass to my home and see very beautiful ladies. They see my sisters very beautiful. My cousin is so beautiful, and they never see any lady to my home. Now they think that I have married. I have a long way to go. My life have just come up at this time. This is the time that I'm gonna be struggling for my life. But some people are just making some shenanigans that they have a wife. Where is your proof? My home is near the police station. Why have the mother of the child have not come to complain that my daughter have lost?
You have listened to Mayan, and really I want to make it very clear. If the information you are giving is true, if the information this young man is giving is true, you better watch out. If it is not true, you better watch out. You better watch out. Because you cannot tell me, that is the neighbor. That's the neighbor. Because Mr. Cookman and this man, they're neighbors. But also when he came out and said that one actually is his cousin sister that they have brought home to stay with his sister. So that when the sister goes back to school, she'll also go back. But you see, the fisherman himself asked this young man that I hear you are married. He did not respond on the camera. He did not respond. And it's alleged that actually that young girl stayed at Mr. Fisherman's place with Mayan when Mr. Cookman gave Mayan a small place to stay. When this story started coming out, the fisherman decided to chase them from there. That no, you are going to cause me problems. You people go away. And Mayan decided to take this girl home. That is the reason why we are saying this thing must be true, but they're trying to camouflage. But it is late. It is very, very late. Very, very late. So however much he tries to camouflage it, the information is out. And within these 2 days, he's going to see real fire. People are going to start spreading this information because it is now becoming the main topic for discussion. Main topic for discussion. Because Mr. Cookman has come out very, very clearly with his statements, claiming he has the evidence, and a subscriber backed him up. A subscriber who contacted Mogesi. And this is where things are becoming very, very serious. So, Mayan has tried clear his name. And he's saying he's going to take the case to report Mr. Cookman to police. So that let him prove that these things are true. But I can assure you, towards the end of the video, Mayan, the way he was talking, he was not interested in going to report the case. So that one brings me to the story of Mr. Cookman. That actually, there are higher chances that this thing is true. But because it has caught fire, he's trying to play around with it. But also, this young man has come out with his part of the story to try to clear his name. But in his part of the story, he is trying to make Mr. Cookman look so bad that actually these people arrested him and are feeling so jealous that he's out. Yet they wanted him to stay in prison for like 30 years. Are you seeing? So he is also playing the part of the games here. Now who is who? Now Mr. Cookman come out with the evidence to confirm that this man is actually staying with a young child, so that it becomes clear to the face of the public that actually this young man has been doing a wrong thing, so that we make this thing go public, very, very public, so he will learn a lesson and he will never repeat it again. And I think from the fire that we are now putting outside there, this young man is not sleeping. He's not sleeping. And I really don't think he will repeat the same mistake. So we want to make it very, very clear. Let him send that girl back to their home. Otherwise, he's not going to if it is true, let him send the girl back to their homes. You may not like what is going to happen. Thank you so much, my good people, for always making this platform your home. And please, thank you so much for your big support to this platform. And please consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed. And let's continue making this community and our community a safe place for our young girls. I would really want to appreciate all of you for the big support to this platform and the support that you people are able to give me yesterday in the previous video. Please consider subscribing, like the video, comment where you feel is necessary. Thank you so much, my good people. Let's meet again in our next video. Today we are not going to have a live stream. We are going to have 2 videos today. So please put a notification bell so that we meet during that time. Thank you so much, my good people. Let's meet again in our next video.